This rich girl meets a poor guy for the first time. However, they just spent a night in the park. The girl found out she was pregnant. She wanted to have the baby secretly to force her father to agree. But when she was 9 months pregnant, her father discovered her secret. After a heated argument, the girl was heartbroken and ran out of the house. She was in a serious car accident. She only just woke up from her coma. Her father lied to her that the baby had died in the accident. Layla believed her father's lies, and she decided not to see the poor boy again. But what she didn't know, her baby was lying well in the nursery. Miraculously, with the sound of the wind chimes, his little hands danced like elves, and a generation of musical wizards was born. But unfortunately, he was about to be sent to an orphanage. She thought that was the end of their relationship, but the gears of fate were turning. 10 years had passed. Layla gave up the cello stage in the limelight. She became a music teacher, and Carl, a poor boy, became a singer. He sang about how much he missed Layla. Soon after, Layla's father fell ill. Before he died, he told his daughter the truth. Layla was shocked by the sudden news. She didn't want to stop for a moment. She began to ask frantically for news of her child. At the same time, Evan became the most famous freak in the orphanage, because he could hear notes that no one else could. He was convinced that this ability was his mother's call to him. In order to be reunited with his parents as soon as possible, he decided to go to the big city alone to find them. But it was this reckless decision made it difficult for him to reunite with his parents. Layla went to the Children's Service Center, but the staff asked her to provide detailed information and then go back and wait for news. But Layla was desperate to find her son. She immediately approached the head of the center and begged for an exception to her request for information. Layla's pleading eyes moved the man, but while the director was searching for information, she saw a posting on the wall. At first glance, Layla was attracted to Evan's picture. She seemed to have some kind of intuition inside, and the staff took out the photo, and she was sure that this was her child. But unfortunately, he disappeared from the orphanage a few days ago. Evan was walking alone on a crowded street. Suddenly he was attracted by the boy selling songs. Evan stared at the new instrument he was holding. He couldn't help but reach out and touch it. He was told to get lost. He quickly pulled out the only $10 he had. The boy's attitude changed immediately. When the boy learned that Ivan was homeless, he took Ivan to the abandoned assembly hall. It was inhabited by kids who sold their wares. The leader of the group was a local snake, John. He would come on time to collect the money the kids earned, and if any of them failed to make money, he'd get a stern reprimand. He might even have to work hungry. But Evan decided to join them because there was an instrument he loved.